Hi there and good afternoon. I'm Jason, and the plant I have right here with me is called Baccharis, and I believe it's the variety pilularis consanguinea. Quite a tongue twister, but this is also known as the Coyote Brush here in California. It is a plant that is an awesome plant for adding biodiversity to your garden. This plant is a host plant or a food source for over 260 different insects, and including different types of butterflies and bees. This is a really awesome plant. It is November here in California, and I'm at the Lafayette Reservoir, and I'm going to get you a close-up of this. It is blooming right now, and one thing that is pretty cool is the pollen. Is like floating off of the plant. It's blowing these little seeds with the pollen into the air. But as you can see, it has these white flowers. So if you hike a lot in California, or you like to walk a lot of different trails, or maybe you're a runner, you'll probably have encountered this plant and then just wonder, like, what plant is that? Well, this is Baccharis. And as you can see there's the leaves. And if I get farther away, you can kind of get an idea of the plant. So this is what this is like, just over 5 feet tall. This plant comes in a number of different heights. It desires, full sun to part sun. It's, adaptable to different parts of your garden. It's super drought tolerant. It becomes established within a year to 2 years. It's a really awesome plant for adding biodiversity to your garden. So what is one of the things that's really cool about adding biodiversity to your garden? It's a combination of different types of plants that attract different types of insects. So what that means is if you have, or part of what that means, if you have, some pests on your plant, but your plants in your garden attract an overall population of a larger variety of insects, you have more predators too. So you have like nature's own cleanup crew when you have biodiversity in your garden. And this plant is such a nourishing plant to a number of different types of insects and wildlife. It's just an all-around cool plant. It's good for slopes, those dry spots in the garden. It grows in soils where the nutrients are lower. You do want to plant this in loam, sand, or amended clay, which is, a combination that works well for a lot of plants in California. But you do want some drainage for this plant. As far as fertilizer, you don't need to fertilize it. This plant's very self-sufficient with fertilization. With the watering, it's super drought tolerant. So, it's one that once, it gets established relatively quick and becomes very drought tolerant. There are many different types of Baccharis, so you may see this, as more of a low ground hugging variety or more of an upright shrub like this one. But all around, it just supports so much life. This is a cool plant. So if you want to add biodiversity to your garden, I suggest maybe looking for this one. If you do find it, in your local nursery, a lot of the varieties sold are male varieties, I guess so that they don't go to seed because there may be some invasiveness. I don't think it's really that invasive. It doesn't grow that fast, but it does spread. I've noticed here at the reservoir, it's popping up all over on the sides of the trail, but it's a beautiful shrub. It's nice and evergreen. It's compact. It has this compact foliage and then these pretty white flowers right now here in November. So it's just, it's an awesome wildlife plant. Any questions about it? Please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. And this is also known as the Coyote Bush. And my name is Jason. Thanks so much for hanging out.